right, so I drew out a little quick, kind of map of how I think about, when it comes to drop shipping. And I'll guide you guys through like what most beginners think, how they think, and the results that they'll probably end up getting. So we'll start here, and I'll draw with a, I don't know, for beginners, we'll just draw with a pink pen, okay? So how are you guys taught on YouTube is to just find products, right? Find any kind of product, and then you guys have a plug and play system that you guys are learning, which then this is like this whole circle here is like the combination of just your business systems and anything that you're learning and just implementing to your business in order to sell the product, such as like your offer. But even then, beginners aren't really thinking about the different types of offers that they can test. And then the offers are like who you're gonna appeal to, your buying personas you're gonna appeal to, your customer avatars, like different type of offers appeal to different types of people, right? And this is what people do. So they find a product, they create their store, blah blah blah. They create their ad, without much thinking and much testing. They create like 1 to 3 ads randomly. Like most of the time, it's just random shit. And then they run their ad, and then depending on how lucky you are, most people are gonna fail. So the red pockets are like, so we're keeping it broad every time when it comes to Facebook ads. The goal with Facebook ads is to keep it simple, okay? It's to keep it simple. This is the key to scaling massively with your business and on Facebook ads too. Like almost everything, when it comes down, like when you learn everything here, it's gonna come down to simplifying it, right? Because when you simplify it, you focus on the things that matter, and then you know what to tweak. So we're testing in an audience. Ideally, you want to keep it broad, right? All my top performing campaigns are broad, no targeting campaigns, right? And almost all my ad accounts right now, they compose of a few campaigns. The cold campaigns literally have 1 to 3 ad sets, all broad. So like even for lookalike audiences, 1 to 10%, and the no interest one is literally just no interest. Okay. And we're not gonna go too deep into Facebook ads in this video. I'm just gonna be give you guys like a kind of roadmap here, and I'm not sure if you guys will be able to break this down, but hopefully you guys will be able to. So they'll be, they might not get sales, or if you're lucky, you'll get into the little red pockets here. So like, let's say one day you get sales, next day you get no sales, next day no sales, next day no sales. Get some sales here, get some sales there, but nothing really consistent, nothing really profitable, right? That's because you guys don't have this down, okay? You guys, like ads are an extension of your offer and your product and your everything, okay? It's just an extension, okay? Like a good ad isn't gonna fix any of this stuff, is what I mean, okay? So these are just an extension, okay, of all this stuff, okay? Your ad is used to sell your offer and your product, okay? Your offer, like whatever your offer is composed from your product. Then your product page is composed from your offer, and then on your product page you have your emails and all that stuff, right? Like basic stuff that you guys have heard before, but this is how the beginner thinks: product, launch ads, and poor results, okay? How the advanced people think, people doing, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 figures is, and even people doing 6 figures a month, 7 figures a year aren't thinking like this, okay? They're still thinking product, okay? I'm gonna draw in blue. They're thinking product. They have a sense of how to test offer, right? they know these things, okay? It's like they know how to create a high converting product page. I mean, they scale to 6, 7 figures, okay? They understand all this stuff. And then they know how to create high converting ads. Sometimes they're outsourcing and they're just, sometimes people are just, still, they still don't have this part down, okay? They still don't have ads fully down. But they understand all this stuff. So it kind of becomes a numbers game for them. So it just becomes a cycle. If something doesn't work, they'll just find a new product, have like a very standard procedure for crafting an offer and testing it. And they kind of understand this, but it isn't really clear yet, okay? Okay, so now, depending on how well this is all executed and how consistent they are, they could hit the red, which then they'll just move on, right? Or if there's good signs of potential, then they'll keep refining their offer and stuff, and then eventually they'll hit through the green pockets, and that's where they'll start getting more consistency. And then, if you're really lucky, you can hit into the blue, right? That's where you start scaling to $1 million months, 8-figure years, right? And this is how you want to think about it. This is how I think about it, okay? And as I'm growing, as people around me are growing, and from my mentors and friends, I'm thinking in terms of what's in my arsenal right now, okay? What's in my arsenal, and how can a product fit the arsenal, okay? Okay, so now when I take a quick glimpse at a product, I kind of know what platform it might sell on, how much I have to mark it up for, in order to sell it profitably. Like you kind of just know, right? It's common sense. Products are everywhere, right? Like winning products are everywhere, right? So it isn't really the product that I'm worrying about, right? I'm thinking about what's in my arsenal. What tools do I have access to? What is my budget? What's my strategy? What's my system? So let's say like I really like I have access to UGC content creators, right? Like influencers and stuff, right? That I work with all the time. I have my own camera, right? I have a budget of, I don't know, 10K per launch, right? That's like a pretty big budget for a moving room. Like that's like a pretty big budget. 10K for a launch. So 10K I can spend on UGC, 10K I can spend on custom content or record my own custom content, 10K I can spend on media buying. And this is like, and I can afford to, I don't know, if I fail 20 times, I'll still be okay. So it's like risk to reward, right? And now I'm thinking, when I'm taking a look at a product, I'm like, okay, I see this product, it's broad appeal, it follows my criteria, fits my criteria, right? Because now I'm not only thinking about, okay, what is a winning product? What is the criteria of winning product? I'm thinking about all these other things, right? Like my tools and my current skill set, right? And beginners could think like this, like you're gonna have to think like this, right? Beginners, you're not gonna have the budget for like UGC and stuff, but you can get creative, right? And that's gonna be the difference of from you succeeding and not, okay? I mean, ordering a product that you find on like Amazon for like $15 to record UGC content with your friends or yourself to post on TikTok ads. That's one thing, right? And that's how you get innovative, okay? So now I find products that fit my arsenal. Okay, back to it. I find products that fit my arsenal, okay? And then I'm thinking of different types of people that would buy it, right? So when an agency comes into your business, they're gonna ask you who they're gonna learn about your audience, right? So for me, I want to think about the different types of audiences. Okay, I want to think from, and what I'm aiming for is broad. Okay, so I want to keep my offer broad appeal. Okay, just like my product criteria, I want a broad appeal product and I want a broad appeal offer. Okay. such as in the get money niche, the broad appeal offer is usually do it for you, get rich quick now, like that stuff, right? It's not, you guys that are watching my channel, most of you guys are in between, okay? You guys aren't like pure newbies. This is for pure beginners, and this is for, and then you guys have the experts, right? You guys are in between, okay? So I'm thinking of the different buying personas. I'm planning it, and then I'm gonna reflect it in my ad, okay? My ad will be the extension of these offers and different type of buying personas that I want to test, okay? And then I'm gonna let Facebook, okay? So I'm gonna spend money, and then I'm gonna let Facebook learn what my offer is, and I'm keeping my targeting broad always, right? Because I'm looking for scalability here, right? So look, broad appeal product, broad appeal offer, and then I'm keeping my targeting broad, and that's gonna allow you to scale, right? And be consistent and profitable, okay? So I'm aiming for, you know, the blue circles, okay? Blue circles, okay? And since it's a broad appeal offer and broad appeal, like everything, you're gonna grab those people in those little red circles, those green circles, right? Okay, I'm gonna be testing, and then my goal is to simplify it all at the end, okay? Because a lot of people, when they're scaling, they run into, like, when they're scaling and you guys are part of the, and your offering systems are part of the red circles, green circles, you give up and you start finding new products and stuff, right? And then you're just gonna go through the same cycle, okay? I wanna simplify everything after testing so I can just keep refining it over and over, right? I wanna find the main offer that is really appealing, right? And then I'll test different angles, different variations with my ads that way to sell my offer better, okay? And that is how you scale, okay? That's how you get consistency, right? A lot of people would give up, or they start experimenting with their Facebook ads and stuff like that. And then they can't figure out why they're not selling, okay? It's because maybe you haven't tested all the offers yet. Maybe you have a great product but haven't tested all the offers yet, or your products offers it could be a combination of a bunch of things, right? And then I'm also putting a lot of effort to my product page, right? I have my email flows, I'm running retargeting, I'm making sure I have ways of increasing my AOV, and then you're gonna get to advanced level where you can play around with LTV, and that's gonna allow you to grow like massively. Just, you guys see the difference, right, in thought and process. You know, I might have missed some things out, but it kind of or like I might have not described or explained something as well, but it kind of shows you the difference in levels when it comes to dropshipping as a business, okay? Yeah, we, like, I don't talk about any systems or like back-end systems or anything, but I just want to show you guys like an overview of how, you know, I operate and how some other people around me operate and their ways of thinking. So hopefully this video will help you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If this helped you guys, please subscribe, comment. If you guys like just casual videos like this, I'll post more of it. Like this just came to my mind, so I thought I'd draw it out for you guys, explain to you guys my thought process.